And we're live.
Hey, welcome back to Winning Together with April B. Merritt. Today's show is about smiling.
Oh, yes.
Smiling right into the microphone.
It's been a week.
It's been such a week.
And
So
it's Wednesday.
you have a wonderful Wednesday smile there, April B. Merritt.
Yeah.
I would like to thank today's sponsor, DigiNinja. By the way, DigiNinja is a cloud-based texting platform that you can use, that everyone that has a business needs to be using to reach their customers, to actually talk to their customers. If you have a small business, it could be a car dealership, it could be a real estate company. You've been getting a lot of texts through DigiNinja lately, haven't you?
Yeah.
Some of them have been very exciting.
Yeah.
Some of them have created some difficult conversations.
Yes, they have.
When people fight over a listing, sometimes tempers get a little, and then that gets your temper kind of flared up.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Gets your temper. Now, you know that your success in life and in business can be determined and judged and rated by the amount of difficult conversations that you're able to have.
Well, as of this morning, I am extremely successful.
You've had a couple difficult conversations?
All before 11 o'clock.
Now, when it was exciting to me. Was I a good influence? Good morning, Joy. Was I a good influence on your difficult conversations, or did I make it?
Yes. I mean, you were a very good influence. I just hope that you can, when you're as mad as I was, that you can do the same thing.
I can't do that. That's why it's Winning Together.
Oh, goodness. I'm still trying to calm down.
I know, that's why I hid your phone from you.
Yeah.
We had some crazy texters coming in.
Yeah.
People texting crazy things. Mm-hmm. People thinking that they were that they deserved.
Yeah.
They were entitled to a property when somebody else actually was willing to pay more for the property.
Right.
Something similar to that, we'll say.
Similar.
So we can't disclose everything about your difficult conversations.
No.
But
moving on.
No, we're not going to move on.
Okay.
I want to just grind it out right here.
All right. Here we go.
I want to see if you can continue to smile while we talk about these difficult conversations.
Okay.
All right. So when somebody's being difficult, isn't it important to smile and to find your inner self?
Yeah. Is it?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just making sure you know that.
It's very important.
Okay.
And that's what I'm there. I'm like a life coach for you when it comes
for
to
me. Yes, absolutely for me.
Yes.
It's no big deal. Calm down. Don't worry about it. This is life.
Exactly. And it's better to have an exciting life that's got a little stress attached to it than a boring life.
I got it.
Mm-hmm.
I got it.
You got a very exciting life.
I got it.
Hey, speaking of, we got some property we're going to talk about later. Can't talk about it earlier.
No.
Got to talk about it in the future.
Yeah.
All right. So, but we planned on it in the past. We're going to talk about it in the future. But right now, Smith wants to take us to he said, she said. This is usually a pretty fun part of the show. I have no idea what he's going to talk about today. Ask us, fire away, Smith.
Just the way it's supposed to be. Have you ever pulled an April Fool's joke on each other?
I'm sure I have.
You have, but I can't remember. Like I have these before, so you have done something, but I can't remember exactly what it was. I was thinking you could remember.
I'm sure I was at work and I called you that some travesty had happened.
Was happening.
Thanks, JoJo. You got a smile.
Thank you.
Difficult discussion. So I don't.
You got to go back.
I got to go back.
You got to go back. He's not listening to you
because I don't remember. Okay. I don't remember any April Fool's jokes. I don't.
We don't really. I mean, I remember something like you said this, and I was like, "Oh, hush, it's April Fool's or whatever." But we don't really do.
No, I don't think so.
We don't really do.
We're boring, Smith. We're boring. Now we can have a difficult conversation. Yeah. We don't do the pranks, I guess.
Yeah.
Talk about those. What did Joey say?
He said, "Y'all are doing an excellent job of smiling during difficult conversations."
Different conversations, yeah.
Difficult discussion. So
I wasn't doing so good earlier, but I made it.
I mean, sometimes.
Actually, he says I did fine.
You did great. You did great because dealing with a difficult person is, in fact, difficult, right?
Yes.
By definition. Yes. So you don't have to tiptoe around. This is the United States of America, and your personal liberty and freedom is to say exactly what you feel.
Well, in that moment, I felt like I was doing that person a favor, and then they
tried you.
They tried me, and it just didn't work out very good.
It didn't work out. So anyway, he said, she said. What else did he say? I'm sorry we're so boring on that one, Smith.
Oh, it's all right. Is Billy always energized and ready to go?
This is so funny. People don't know this about you. In the mornings, absolutely yes. He is always hyper, ready to go, singing, dancing, whatever around the house. I'm not. But you feed him like a newborn baby or toddler, he's got to go down for a nap. He's going to sleep, taking a nap, full blown in the bed, under the covers, taking a nap.
I try to stay on top of the covers usually.
You don't.
I try
you
to.
don't.
So I'm energized most of the time, but that's just a power nap. I need a good power nap to recharge my batteries. And
I thought power naps were like 15 minutes or something.
I close my eyes no more than 10 minutes.
Oh my word.
Do you elevate your legs and all that stuff?
You know, I happen to have a Tempur-Pedic adjustable base, and I'll go to zero gravity, and then I'll jack the head up just a little bit more, and the feet up just a little bit more. So I'm not in zero gravity, but I'm actually in a better space for circulation that way.
Right.
Put your feet up a little higher. You got your feet in the ceiling fan.
I'll jack them up.
Well, they say what you really want to do is get your feet above your heart level so that the blood circulation
And it
goes
does
back.
that. Zero gravity does that.
Hold on, Smith. Now, if we was talking about some video production or some music, I'd let you
Chime in on that.
I would let you continue as an expert. But now I'm sitting here with the mattress queen.
I was going to say, I could do my mattress spill now. I can do it.
Hey, real quick, will you jump to Chance Bridges' comment?
Absolutely.
Oh, gosh.
Hopefully he's still there.
I'm complete opposite. Mornings, it takes me a minute to get going, but after I get going, I'm good until it's time for bed.
Okay, and you're very similar to that.
I'm very similar to that.
But Chance, the reason I need you to pressure wash our we got one of our houses. So if you will, please.
That has nothing to do with what we're talking about, but okay.
It's real estate. What's the address on Walker Street?
621 Walker Street.
621 Walker Street. Will you please go by and give me an estimate? I know you're going to be more than fair, but I want an estimate. I want to know what I got to pay. But if anybody else wants some pressure washing, you can contact Chance Bridgen. He does an excellent job. He did an excellent job at our house.
Yes, he did.
But I want to know what I'm paying. It's just business.
Absolutely.
It's just business.
Just business, Chance.
Just business, Chance. Let me know what I'm paying, and then let me know when you can do it. 621 Walker Street. So he saw it. Thank you. Appreciate that. And I need it done as soon as possible. You can send Chase by there, please. Sorry
about that, everybody. Yes, saying he's always ready to go. He is, except for that time, and then he stays up until 11 or 12 o'clock at night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so pretty much I'm always energized. But back to the expert thing.
Except for that,
you've been trained.
Yes,
you've been trained on zero gravity. Mm-hmm. And tell us a little bit of expert information that most people may not know about a mattress.
Okay. Are you talking about the base or the mattress?
All the above.
Okay. Most people don't realize that what you sleep on at night is extremely important. Most people come in and talk to me about mattresses and they think $1,000 is like the top of the line mattress. Well, I hate to tell you, it's not. You don't have to spend $10,000, but I have sold a $12,000 mattress set with adjustable base before. We have no problem spending money on $50,000 cars that we drive from one place to another, but we have a problem spending money on what we sleep on at night. Most people are in their bed an average of 8 hours, not everybody, every single night of your life. How you sleep makes a difference in how your day goes. It makes a difference in your circulation, your blood pressure, your breathing, everything. So I personally think you should have an adjustable base as well. I think you should buy the most expensive mattress that you can afford. It is one place where price matters. And some people are going to disagree with me on that, but I stand by it completely. We sleep on a Tempur-Pedic adjustable base bed every night. It changes. It helps with, he's going to disagree with this, but if you're in the right sleep position, it helps with snoring, blood pressure, circulation. If you have sleep apnea, it helps with that tremendously. It is a health benefit to sleep on the right mattress.
You know what? I just had an idea. At night when we go to sleep, you should give me your clicker and I'll give you mine. And then when you start snoring, I can move it up and down like that.
Well, I could move yours up and down and you'd never stop. So here we go. See, he snored for the last 11 years of our life. He has snored, and he snores so loud that the paint almost comes off the ceiling. Okay.
Yeah.
But in the last year, I have started snoring, and every single day when I wake up, he says, "You snore or like a freight train last night.
Chainsaw.
Really?
Chainsaw.
Chainsaw. Well, I haven't reminded you of that in 11 years, but now
Can you get
I'm
us
going to do that.
Can you get us a chainsaw? What's that? Sound effect, please.
Well, it's not going to be loud enough for you. So what can we get for you?
Let's go.
Yeah, moving on.
Let's go right on to the next question, Smith.
Pick one: popcorn, corn on the cob, or corn dogs.
Oh, that's just a wherever you are kind of thing.
Yeah, but I could do
I got
without,
one favorite.
I could do without popcorn for the rest of my life. I could do without corn on the cob as well. Get some of my teeth. But I don't want to risk. I don't want to spend another month of my life without a corn dog.
Oh my God. We don't even eat them that much, but we do love them. But
We don't eat them because they're not good for you.
Corn on the cob, I do not like the teeth thing. I never have. I will eat it, but it's not my favorite. But now popcorn at a movie with M&Ms in it, that's some serious. But we do both love a corn dog with mustard and ketchup.
Yeah, we do. But but for health benefits, we
We
don't.
don't eat them. Yeah, we don't.
Chance has no problem with the corn between his teeth.
Yeah, I don't have. I just don't like it on my in my teeth. I never have. But anyway, so
Corn
corn
dogs.
dog for both
High
of
five
us.
for the corn dog.
We're on the same page on corn dog.
And you remember that time when I high fived somebody in the eye?
Oh gosh.
Oh God.
That was-
Oh, it was so bad. He
I
is
lost
a high fiver. Anyway, he just is. And this poor guy,
good friend of mine.
Real good friend named Shane. We were leaving and he was like, high five, Shane. And he fell at the same moment and blacked Shane's eye. I mean,
I was on the steps
so bad.
and I fell off. I slipped off the steps.
It was terrible. We're laughing now, but it was not funny.
No,
It was not funny. He was on the ground.
It was terrible.
On the ground.
It was really bad.
Yeah.
That was one of the things that I'd like to have a redo on.
Yeah, it was bad. And they're really good friends too.
What is your next question, Smith squared?
What is the longest time that you've ever been apart?
I'm gonna. I know you know to the exact
I know.
day, to the exact hour, probably.
Maybe not hour. But,
I would say probably 5 days.
the longest was actually 6 because you left on a Sunday. You had to fly out on a Sunday and go to a sale on Monday, and you didn't get home from that one till Saturday. I don't remember the sale.
You don't remember what town I went
I don't, but it was a long way away. I remember that. I think you left on a Sunday from Jacksonville, and you didn't come home until Saturday. I think that was the longest.
That was in Iowa City.
It was
like that.
I can't remember the sale, but it was 6 days.
Speaking of sales, what do you mean sales?
Your road sales. Where I used to go with you sometimes. You do them. Joey still does them. Chad does them. Sorry, I'm forgetting other people that do them. Felipe. But you go to a car dealership, and for 5 or 6 days, whatever they want to pay for, you greet customers and you sell a lot of cars.
So I got something that you're going to love, and actually, you've already been you've already been committed to help me with it. But
and I didn't know about it.
What do you like? How do you like the idea of a 1-day sale? Because what's your least favorite thing about the events that I have to go to?
How long they are?
Because I have to be gone for too long. What about a 1-day sale where we set all the appointments for Saturday?
That'd be awesome.
You like that idea? Don't
I think that would be a great idea for car dealers too.
It would be a great idea. And then, of course, to have the original direct mail diva, because you have some experience greeting customers and closing deals.
I do.
I'm gonna rent you out to some car dealers.
That's fine. As long as the pay's good.
Okay. I think I can get top dollar for you.
I'm pretty sure you can.
I feel like I can. I feel I can do that. So
I can give y'all a run for your money on that.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Okay, Mr. Car Dealer. The direct mail diva said that she can give us a run for her money. So what she's telling you is she can come into your car dealership and help you sell a month's worth of cars, or let's say 2 weeks worth of cars in 1 day. Yeah. If you have a couple salespeople with you,
right? And
your sales team will come in and put up the inflatables and the balloons and set the trap. You got to get that lot looking right.
I mean, and they close more deals, but the greeter is very important. It sets the stage for the day.
All right. There you go. Direct mail diva, buyback Billy will both come for the right price. Yeah. Use that as a commercial, Smith.
You got it.
Let that be the one clip we do tonight and tomorrow maybe. All right. Okay. What's next on there? He said He said.
Last
Said
one.
he said. He said. He said.
Describe a challenging moment in your marriage.
Okay, so
Paul likes to dig a little, don't he?
well, you know, we can't really due to other people's feelings and other people that may get their feelings hurt. We can't talk about like some of the most challenging things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll
So-
just leave it at that.
So let's just say that I don't like it that you don't just simply miss me when I'm gone and be okay with me gone for 2 weeks at a time where I can go out there and work multiple sales.
Okay, well, I just changed that. Move on, buddy. Go right ahead.
Hey, so there
I'm perfectly fine with that.
okay, so you can see right there what the answer to that is. She does not like me to be gone. And I
don't.
And I don't like to be gone either. But it's just one thing I'm like, you know what?
Well, and then it was hard too because you're juggling all the children right by yourself and everything else. Because there was a time when you were traveling, I had all 4. For reasons that we couldn't help. No one's fault at all.
Right.
But I had all 4, and it was very, very challenging. And I just don't like you to be gone.
Right.
Now, I'm at home and nobody else is at home.
Yeah.
Like it's just kind of the opposite, but it's still so hard.
What do you want? You want them like there? You want one of them there each night, and then the next one the next night. So just be.
I want to be right by myself for 1 month. Right by myself.
So I can do it.
Except I'm not going to be at home. So just so we all are clear about this.
You're not going to the beach. If I'm
Yeah.
working, you're going to be working at home.
Okay. Well, I got a car.
So I can do a West Coast tour.
You go right ahead.
All right.
I no longer care about you not being at home.
So I think that Paul got what he was
Just
looking
switched
for.
it right off.
I think he got what he's looking for in that question there, in the challenging moment. What you think, Smith?
I would agree.
And do we have any comments on that?
Yes. I probably shouldn't read this one, but also,
I don't know what that was for. Probably me saying I don't care anymore.
yeah. Joey Arvidsson also said the sense of urgency in a one-day sale is maximized. That is a great idea, Billy. Where'd you get it from?
You know, Joey?
Was that a Joey? Was that a Joey recommendation?
that's kind of like him wanting to claim it.
Okay.
But
Joey, you know he's not going to say that it was your idea.
so I think that Joey and I got to give credit where credit's due. He unfriended me on Facebook, but another guy that we did some Facebook events for, who decided to go do his own thing, he mentioned the one-day sales event one time, and I'm like, you know what?
Who?
I don't want to give him any exposure
Okay.
whatsoever.
You can tell me about it later.
Yep. But anyway, I think Joey and I were talking, and it just kind of came out of the ether.
Okay. All right.
But you know what, Joey? What a great idea. I think that you should sell the one-day event as well, where you can only be out facilitating the event for 1 day and be your ass in the office more often.
He's mad. He's big mad at you too, Joey.
I'm going to bow up on y'all.
Yeah.
Well, on the other hand, Paul is satisfied.
Yeah.
Well, Paul, that's PTP.
Part-time Paul.
Part-time Paul.
I know.
He
Which
sends
is so untrue.
he sends his little email telling us about the show and said, you know what, Billy, I'm not coming in today. Not coming in today.
Oh my gosh.
Not coming in.
That voice is not close to his.
You know, Billy, I'm not coming in today.
That's what he sounds like. But
Home of the week. Tell us what we have
Yeah.
today.
okay, it's actually,
April B. Merritt.
actually not a home, but an excellent opportunity, investment opportunity for somebody. This is a perfect property
To build a home. To build a bunch of homes.
Apartment complex,
Bunch of
something like
homes.
that. It's 595,000. It's over 8 acres. It has street frontage on all 4 sides. It is wooded right now, but excellent property for someone looking to make some money in multifamily.
Serious money. Now, this is something that I know about, not because of a lot of experience, but because I've done a lot of research. Multifamily rental is where the money's at. So let's say on this, how many acres?
8.
8 acres. You could put several quad 8plexes, whatever you
Mhm.
want to call it, on there, and you could end up with, I'm just going to say 40, 50,
Multiple doors for
50,
sure.
50 doors. Okay. Now, the problem with a single family rental is when that person moves out,
Yep.
you have zero money coming in.
Right.
But your occupancy rate is going to be at least 80%. You know, if you got a
Mhm.
nice property, and when you got the multifamily, so you always have a lot of money coming in.
Mhm.
So multifamily is the way to go. And you know what? Building multifamily is much more cost effective per square foot than building single
Yes.
family. So even
Because you can multiple levels.
this particular property has a lot of timber on it too. There's a lot of
It
timber
does.
on that 8
It
acres.
does.
You could cut that timber and sell it at these high prices, and you could make a lot of money. That's generational wealth you could build with that
Right.
piece of property right there. No doubt about it. It's going to take some work, but hey,
Everything worth doing does.
it sure does. Nothing. It's going to take some effort or money to make money, and that's going to take a little bit of both right here. But you can make a
Yes.
ton of money.
Yes.
So that's my 2 cents. Everybody's got 2 cents, and everybody's got 2 minutes. So that's my 2 cents in 2 minutes.
All right. There we go.
We're going to have to make that a part of the show. Billy's 2 cents in 2 minutes. 2 for 2. What's next?
Well, as usual, Paul would like some tips for first-time home buyers.
Okay.
You know, Paul accuses me of talking about the same things over and over with my sales and my events and things like that. I'm gonna have to ask Paul to be a little bit more creative on this part of the show. But I'll tell you. So for a first-time home buyer, do not sign a brokerage agreement.
Right.
Here's why. Okay, so if you're out looking for a house, and now look, if I said on the last show, the most important thing is finding a good agent.
Mhm.
So find you a good agent, right? That's going to take care of you and help you. But you don't want to be locked into that if you can, you never know what may happen.
Hold on.
You may never know.
Hold on. Let me talk about this from an expert side. Okay. Erase everything he just said. Okay. Do sign a brokerage agreement with your agent. Do sign that. Yeah. Or actually, I'm sorry. Let me say that. A listing agent. Find your listing
there you
agent.
go.
Do sign with a listing agent. Do not sign a buyer agreement, because then you're stuck with that person and you don't have to buy a house from that person. Anybody in Georgia can sell any house that's in Georgia and on the market, and you don't have to use that same person. If you find a house that they're not attached to, then
that's what I meant.
Okay.
That's what I meant. So
you want to sign an agreement with a great listing agent.
Yes,
you
absolutely.
do want to sign an agreement because they're going to get the most for your money. They're going to put your house out there over and over and over. They're going to work for you as hard as they can. Buyer's agent, not so much.
Well, they may work very hard for you, but you don't need if they're working, if as the selling agent, if you are working your tail off for them, or as a buying it, if you're working your tail off for them, they're going to use you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're going to use you.
And I'm not saying some people don't do that. We don't do that. We don't sign the buyer agreement at Century 21. We don't do it, because if you're doing your job, they're not going to leave you.
That's correct.
And it's more of the honor system too. If another agent that shows the same house that you do, then sorry. If they knew about it, sorry. If you got a buyer that is hopping agents trying to show everybody, let the other agent have them. That's my opinion. Yeah. It's about loyalty to me.
Just do the right thing.
Do the right thing.
Do the right thing. Some people have trouble with doing the right thing.
Some people have a lot of trouble with doing the right thing.
Some people have trouble with doing the right thing and then try to project their evil doings back on other people.
They sure do, and they post a lot of Bible verses about it.
Don't
get me started.
It is very, very funny for someone to do something very, very bad and then post Bible verses about how they did bad.
It's real funny.
So check your friends and check their Bible posts, and a lot of times they post it because
it's real funny.
They've been breaking some commandments. Anyway, moving right along. What's next, Miss Smith?
My temperature rise.
I know. I just like to do it. I like the facial expressions.
Again.
Billy's choice. I love roulette.
No kidding.
I love playing roulette.
No kidding.
It's one of my faves. So here's my choice topic. We're talking, or we're working an awful lot. We talk about sacrifice, and we're always out here pushing about work. because it's important. But we also talk about, looking for opportunities and doing the right thing, and good things come back to you. We teach that in our kids that they can do anything. So
we also, let me break in 1 second that I had the thought and then we moved to the other thing. We also teach at our house that if you did it, you take responsibility for
absolutely.
it. And if you take responsibility for it, we can move forward on that.
That's correct.
And we can get through whatever happened, how bad it is.
That's correct.
But you better not come and tell me it was somebody else's fault or that you didn't do it.
That's right. So take responsibility
Take
for everything.
responsibility for everything.
Take responsibility, especially your own actions. Now,
yes.
But back to the good and rewarding things that happen when you are going for your goals, and you got to try things. You got to go for it. So we were in Jamaica, and our kids first. We were in Jamaica on a Christmas vacation.
Christmas, yeah.
That's a pretty cool place for Christmas. But we were on vacation, and our guys are very into. Well, let's talk about our two oldest kids, Case and
I know
Cooper.
where this is going.
Cooper's very into guns, ammo, night vision. I probably better not say those words, or they're going to start suppressing our viewership.
Well,
okay. And then Case is very into CrossFit and things like that. Well, an individual who is very into CrossFit, as a matter of fact, the fittest man on the planet is Matt Fraser. He's a 5-time champion, 5-time CrossFit champion. Can't make it.
And if
I
you've
can't see the arrow.
ever tried CrossFit, that's amazing. Amazing.
Oh, it's right behind her. Okay.
Click to the right.
As long as I got my finger on it.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
So, all right. So there's Matt Fraser. He is the 5-time CrossFit champion. And we were in Jamaica, and our boys, a lot of people saw the photos I was posting and said, what is that real? How did y'all
do that?
Yeah, how'd y'all do that? So we were just simply sitting around on the porch, and Matt Fraser had posted something about some night vision goggles, something that piqued Case's interest, and Case said, Cooper, he's asking about some optics. Just so happens that Cooper sells optics, night vision goggles, and things like that. So Case said, message him. And so Cooper messaged Matt Fraser, the fittest man on earth, who has about 2.5 million followers.
Jamaica.
Yeah. Matt has over 2 million followers on Instagram, and we'll have to get Cooper on here to tell us exactly what he messaged him, but it was to the effect, hey, I could help you with that night vision stuff or whatever. Woke up the next morning, everybody's excited. Matt Fraser had messaged them back.
They ran upstairs, and Case was like, is it the real one? Is it the real one?
Yes, it was. So
it was.
So Matt actually messaged that. Yeah, that would be cool. So we said, look, we'll go up there and let him demo them or whatever. So we worked it out where we actually got to travel to Tennessee and work out with the Matt Fraser, the fittest man on earth. Now, I have to say, I showed him up on a few things.
Okay.
And
except you did.
Case and Cooper was trying to know. In all seriousness, both of them got to do what they love. Click to the next picture real quick.
I let it be a boys' trip.
Back it up.
They didn't. We didn't get to see everything.
reverse.
But
Left, click, right there. Okay,
There we go.
yeah,
so there's Matt Fraser now. Matt Fraser's about 5'6", and
they
Cooper's.
might suppress our video from that picture. But
That's our picture.
I know.
Oh,
I'm
because
saying because of what
we don't
they're
look at what they're holding.
so,
Okay, click to the next picture. That's Cooper and Matt Fraser on the night on the.
They're having fun on the range. We'll say that. Can't say very much, but then there's Case in his element.
So Case got to work out in his garage, or in Matt's friend's garage, and I worked out with him a little bit too. Cooper did a little bit too. Click to the next. See if there's one more there. Well, maybe not.
Yeah, that's just
That's okay.
That's the last one.
okay.
There's Louis Heron. Look at Louis Heron. Anyway, so I think it was very cool that they got to do something like that and work out with basically their Case's hero for sure, and somebody that's really into what Cooper was into.
And Cooper did it for the opportunity of what he can do after meeting such a great person, because he's so into his business.
Yeah, and speaking to that, talking about a great person, I was really, we flew up. He gave us address to his house. We went to his house, worked out with him there, and
actually picked y'all up from the airport. Didn't
he was going to, but he had to go pick up his cameraman, because they're actually the video on this. Matt's going to have a YouTube video featuring Cooper and Cooper's products with operator's gear on Instagram. So he's going to do all that. He was coming to pick us up, but he had to go to we flew into a little small airport, and his cameraman, I think he thought we were flying commercial.
Okay.
He flew into Nashville, or he drove into Nashville to pick up his cameraman and brought his cameraman as well. But we were at a private airport. I think I thought he thought he was going to pick us up from we flew to a closer little small airport. Anyway, super cool dude, super humble and down to earth. I really learned some things about how you should act when you are in the public eye, and how, the proper attitude. And
his wife, girlfriend, I'm not sure.
Fiance
cooked a meal for y'all, and y'all all ate around the table.
Yep.
I mean, how cool.
Very cool. And he was just so down to earth and really a genuinely good person. And I was like, what made you answer this is a lot. Let's tell you a lot about the way people are, or can be. He said a lot of the inboxes that this man gets, who's a dang hero, just a super guy, nothing but positivity flows from the guy. He says a lot of the inboxes he gets is very negative and just people talking trash to him.
Really?
Yep. So when he saw Cooper's message about how
they don't even know him.
They don't even know him.
I mean,
and when he saw Cooper's message, just a positive message, just talking, hey man, I can help you out with that, being genuine, that he said, yeah, I'll respond back. He says sometimes on the weekend he'll spend a couple hours responding to Instagram messages, and that it just so happened that he saw Cooper's and responded to him. But a lot of them are just people dogging him out and trashing him. And I'm telling you, anybody that could talk negatively about somebody that's so dang dedicated and such a good person, it's just bizarre that people would hide behind their keyboard and do that.
That's jealousy, pure jealousy.
It is pure jealousy
and hatred for somebody that you don't even know.
Yep, it's
but
wild.
Now a lot of people talk bad about people that they don't know. I mean, if you hear something from somebody else and you don't know a person, don't spread that. I mean, if you don't know firsthand, don't spread that. You don't know if it's true or not.
That's correct. Looks like Jonesy Jones gave us a comment there.
You did it, own it.
You did it, own it, baby. Own up to it, baby. If you did it, own it. So, you know what? I just want to end there because we usually talk about some positive notes. I want you to, if you will, subscribe to my podcast, my YouTube channel, Billy W. Merritt, and just do the right thing. I want to close on that. Do the right thing. Be nice to people and keep learning, because
sometimes the right thing's not easy.
It's not easy sometimes.
Sometimes it's not.
And we make mistakes. And, who's that?
Rich Levitt?
Okay. I'm always reading the comments when I'm trying to talk, Smith.
Sorry, I'll stop.
Not a multitasker, Smith.
So, make sure you do the right thing and keep learning, because at 46, I've had a decent amount of exposure in the public eye on purpose. Most of the things I do in the public eye is on purpose. But you know what? Matt Fraser is 32 years old, something like that. I'm much his senior, and we actually sat down and we talked about business. There's things he was asking me, and I was advising him on about business. But I learned from him how you need to act.
You can always learn from somebody. It doesn't matter, young, old, whatever. You can learn from somebody. Chance's got a comment there. And I want to say, too, on doing the right thing. If you don't do the right thing, apologize. Gosh, just apologize. It's that easy.
What a chance to say to that.
I'd rather be slapped in the face than be hated by people who don't even know me. But if he has haters, he's doing something right.
All right, I'm trying to help you a little bit, Chance. It's actually a good thing to be hated on by people who don't even know you, because it means that you have their attention, man. It means that you're doing something. They may not like it, but there's some jealousy there too. They're not going to take, if you're insignificant, they're not going to take the time to hate on you. They're not going to take the time to hate on you. So swap that around, buddy. Be happy that you're being hated on by people that don't even know you. Now, if you're doing dumb stuff.
But you don't have to try to destroy somebody else.
No.
You don't need that. You don't have time for that.
Don't have time.
We don't have time in our life to disrupt someone else's life if they're doing the right thing. But if you're doing the wrong thing, sorry.
Yeah. But Chance, just be proud that people are talking about you, buddy, because that means you're doing something. And Learn from people who you admire. And I really admire people. Matt Fraser, he was so kind. And
his friend. You said his friend was just amazing too.
Jack? Well, let's don't.
Okay, we can't say that. Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't Jack, by the way, but we can't talk about him because he works for a very important branch of the government.
Okay, well, we're not going to talk about him.
And he does some very cool stuff that was very thrilling as well.
So sorry. Sorry about that.
Yeah, can't talk.
I thought he was just a little old friend.
Sorry. He's a pretty big deal. So,
okay.
Anyway, yep. So I hope you guys enjoyed today. Maybe you found some entertainment. Maybe you found a little bit of knowledge. And my parting word is be kind. Just be kind, man. And act like somebody that you admire. That's it.
Okay.
See you next week.